Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about block diagram prediction problems. And problem 1, first example is determine the transfer function of the given block diagram. So this is the given block diagram shown in figure. So find out the transfer function of the given block diagram. In previous video already discussed block diagram reduction rules and reducing the block diagram reduction problems. So what are the steps? First, eliminate the series block, that is the step 1, and the second step is eliminate the parallel block, and third step is, and after that eliminate the minor feedback loops, minor feedback loops, and after that step 4 is moving the summing points or the branch points before the block or after the block. Okay, and the step 5 is repeat the step 1 to step 4. So what is the step 1 to step 4? Step 1 is eliminating the cascade loops, cascade blocks. Step 2 is eliminating the parallel blocks, and step 3 is eliminate the minor feedback loops, and step 4 is moving the branch point or moving the branch points and the summing points before the block and after the block. So repeat the step, repeat the step 1 to step 4 till simple form is determined, and finally calculate the transfer function of the overall given block diagram. So this is the procedure. These are the procedure steps. We can determine transfer function of the block diagram reduction rules. Now coming to the solution. So now here in this given block diagram, first eliminate the, in this given block diagram any cascade blocks are there. First observe the series blocks or cascade blocks. Now here observe that G1 and G2 blocks are in cascade blocks. So first eliminate these two blocks. First eliminate these two cascade blocks. First eliminate these two cascade blocks. So these two cascade blocks can be represented as a single blocks. So that is the equivalent diagram is G1, G2 and step, and first eliminate the combining G1 and G1, G2, combine G1 comma G2 are in series. Combining G1, G2 are in series. G1, G2 that are represented in a single block, and remaining part is as it is C. And remaining part as it is C. And the input is R of S. And now here the feedback loop is there. What is the feedback loop? H1. And this is the negative feedback, and this is positive feedback. And next, this is the block G3, G3, G4. This is block G3, block G4, and summing point C of S, and another feedback loop H2, and this is connected to this summing point, and this is positive feedback loop, positive feedback. So now here there is no sign, so this is considered as a positive feedback. Okay, and after that eliminate parallel blocks, and after that eliminate parallel blocks and minor feedback loops. Now here in this diagram, here this block and these two G3 and G4 are parallel blocks. So combining the parallel blocks and eliminate the minor feedback loops. What is that minor feedback loops? And this is the minor feedback loop, and this is minor feedback loop, minor feedback loop, and here blocks are in parallel, blocks are in parallel. Next step, combine G3, G4 are in parallel. At the same time, reduce the minor feedback loops. Combine G3 and G4 are in parallel. And at the same time, eliminate feedback path, feedback loop. And this is the minor feedback loop, and this is the parallel blocks and the equivalent diagram. So now where the negative feedback is there. So what is the negative feedback? G by 1 plus GH. So now here gain is G1, G2 by G1, G2 by G1, G2 by negative feedback. So 1 plus G1, G2 into H1. And these two blocks are in parallel. So eliminate the parallel blocks. G3 plus G4, G3 plus G4. And what are the remaining blocks? And before the summing point is there, and this is the summing point, and the input is R of S and output is C of S, and another feedback element, another feedback loop is H2, another feedback loop H2, and this is positive feedback. Okay, and after that, now here these two blocks in series, cascade form. So eliminate these two blocks are in cascade. So combining these two blocks, that is G1, G2, G1, G2 by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 into G3 plus G4. G3 plus G4. And here the feedback element is there, that is H2, and summing point is there. Input is R of S and output is C of S, and this is positive feedback here, positive feedback. And finally eliminating the feedback loop. So now the positive feedback is there according to the positive feedback concept, G by 1 minus GH. So therefore eliminating positive feedback. So this is the elimination of the feedback. Elimination of the feedback. So therefore equivalent one is G1 G2 into G3 plus G4 by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 divided by positive feedback 1 minus G1 G2 into G3 plus G4 by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 into H2. And input is R of S and output is C of S. So therefore reducing this block, first reducing this one, so that is the transfer function of the system. In the denominator take the LCM, the denominator block here, first here take the LCM, and after taking the LCM, numerator and denominator 1 plus G1 G2 H1 is cancelled, and the remaining term is G1 G2 into G3 plus G4 by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 minus G1 G2 H2 into G3 plus G4. The denominator term take the LCM, so that is G1 G2 into G3 G4 by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 divided by, in the denominator term take the LCM, so 1 plus G1 G2 H1 minus G1 G2 H2 into G3 plus G4 by 1 plus G1 G2 H1. and the input is R of S and output is C of S. Now we are the numerator and denominator. 1 plus G1 G2 H1, 1 plus G1 G2 H1 is cancelled. So therefore the transfer function so what is the definition of the transfer function? Output by input. What is the output? C of S. And what is the input? R of S. Transfer function C of S by R of S is equal to G1 G2 into G3 plus G4 by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 minus G1 G2 H2 into G3 plus G4. So this is the transfer function of the given block diagram. Thank you.